Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about Japanese whiskey. When you think of Japan, several drinks come to mind. Sake, Sapporo, but whiskey is not on the list. So how did a drink synonymous with Scotland and Ireland become associated with Japan? Stay with me because it's a fascinating story. The official history of Japanese whiskey goes back almost 100 years to 1923. That's when Shinjiro Torii established the Suntory Whiskey Distillery in Osaka. Suntory, Japan's first official whiskey distillery, still operates to this day and still makes some of the most sought-after whiskey in Japan. Torii, who was introduced to Western liquors through his apprenticeship with a pharmaceutical wholesaler, fell in love with the traditional techniques of Scotch whiskey making. Choosing to adapt these methods to the Japanese climate, Torii used his family's fortunes to open his flagship distillery in what was then a pastoral wooded area between Osaka and Kyoto, a region known to have some of the purest natural water in Japan. Whiskey's popularity in Japan has only increased over time. And here is a fun fact for all you whiskey-loving movie buffs out there. Bill Murray's character in the 2003 cult classic Lost in Translation was in Japan to film a commercial for the Suntory brand. Japanese whiskey is not only a hit product locally, it has gained traction around the world as well. In this sense, Japanese whiskey has come full circle. Influenced by Western whiskey-making techniques, Japanese whiskey is now exported to the West in large quantities. The biggest importer of Japanese whiskey is nearby China, with the United States coming in second. France, Australia, the Netherlands, and Singapore are all major importers of the smooth, smoky drink. Japan's whiskey exports in 2021 totaled a staggering $801 million, a 64% increase over 2020's sales. Japanese whiskey is truly getting more popular with each passing year. Today, there are several brands of Japanese whiskey, each offering a unique line of products and flavor profiles. While most of these great whiskeys can be found here in the States, I highly recommend touring some of these distilleries if you are ever in Japan. Tours will give you a unique perspective on how Japanese whiskey is made, while also giving you the chance to see some of the most beautiful areas of the Japanese countryside. So if you like to drink whiskey like me, here are my top Japanese whiskeys. Number 1, Suntory. I would be remiss not to start with the one that started it all. Suntory's flagship product is its Yamazaki, a complex single malt whiskey with fruity aromas. This is the top-selling single malt whiskey in Japan. If you are looking for something a bit more verdant, you should try the Hakushu whiskey, a single malt with crisp and herbal notes. Number 2, Nikka. This is arguably Suntory's biggest rival in the Japanese whiskey game. Japan's second-largest whiskey distillery was launched in 1934 in the northern town of Yoichi. The cold climate in Yoichi is said to be similar to Scotland, and the whiskies that pour out of its Yoichi distillery can go toe-to-toe with the best that Scotland has to offer. Number 3, Mars Shinshu. Located in the snow-capped mountains in the southern part of the country, this one holds the distinction of being the highest distillery in Japan. With that beautiful mountain setting comes good water and good whiskey. Plus, the cold mountain air helps the whiskey mature more gradually. Number 4, Kirin Fuji Gotemba. This is the largest distillery by square feet in the world, 1.7 million square feet to be exact. Tours of this massive distillery are available and often include tastings. And the location couldn't be better. As the name implies, the Fuji Gotemba distillery is located in the shadow of Japan's famous Mount Fuji. And finally, number 5, Chichibu. This is the newest distillery on this list. In fact, when it was established in 2004, it was the first new Japanese distillery to come along in over 30 years. While it might not be terribly old, this distillery has become pioneers in what is known as the Jai whiskey movement, similar to the microbrewery movement in the States. I hope I got you in the mood to get some drinks with your friends. Just remember to drink carefully and stay safe. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, go visit cookingwithjade.com. Until next time.